Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I'm at Mackay Magistrates Court. Client was charged with drug driving or repeat drug driving. There's two types of drug driving. The more serious is driving under the influence of a drug, meaning you're high on drugs. The less serious is what's known as drive whilst relevant drug present, meaning you've consumed it at some point. The effects have worn off. You're no longer under the influence, but there's traces of it still present. Without any previous, the worst case is a 9-month loss of licence. And if you're on an open licence, minimum of 1 month. But if you're on a provisional licence, the minimum is 3 months. But if you've been charged with repeat drug driving, relevant drug present, which my client today had been, the worst case, if the previous is relevant drug present as opposed to under the influence, is an 18-month disqualification. Mandatory minimum is 3 months regardless of whether you're on your opens or Ps. So if you're on your Ps and it's your second relevant drug present in 5 years, the minimum remains at 3 months, but the worst case bumps from 9 months to 18 months. Further to that, you can't get a work licence if you're on your Ps, so even if this was my client's first offence, it was not an option for them. But if a person's on their opens and they've got a previous in the last 5 years, or any previous loss of licence, work licence is not an option. It's just simply not, you won't be eligible if you've lost your licence for any reason in the last 5 years. So worst case today for my client was 18 months, given it was his second in 5. A minimum was 3, partly because he's on his Ps and partly because it's his second in 5 as well. With regard to preparing, so just to clarify, so my job was one of getting the disqualification down as low as possible, as opposed to applying for a work licence. As far as preparing goes, I got him to get the same reformatory course we get all of our clients to do. It can be done online, so for regional clients it's not an issue. Once upon a time they had to travel to do it, but now it can be done online. Got him to get references based on a template we provide all of our clients. I got my instructions well before today from him, got the police brief. Once I had all that, I prepared my submissions. Flew up this morning, met the client at court. We grabbed the conference room, ran through my submissions, the procedure, what they could expect the magistrate to say, the prosecutor to say, me to say. Look, as I said, the previous was like about 18 months ago, so even though it was within the last 5 years, it was quite recent. But further to that, he had possession charges. So even though he had only had one previous drug driving matter, it was his 4th drug type offence. So I said to the client going in, it would have been unreasonable to expect the minimum 3 months. I was still going to push hard for it, but if we walked out with 4 or 5, that would have been a good outcome. And obviously, if he came here by himself or with inadequate representation, it's unlikely he'd get 18 months, but he may very well have got, the 9 to 12 month mark if it wasn't handled correctly. Look, I made substantive submissions on my feet about, my client as a person, who he is, his upbringing, difficulties he's had in his life, what he's learnt from the courses and all the rest of it. The long and short of it is I was successful in persuading the magistrate not to go past 4 months. So we got a 4-month disqualification, modest fine. He's obviously relieved, very happy. I'm Andrew Wiseman at Mackay Magistrates Court. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Andrew Wiseman from Wiseman Lawyers, Queensland's only truly dedicated drug, alcohol and traffic offence law firm. If you face loss of licence, loss of vehicle imprisonment or anything in between at any court in Queensland, we can and will help you today. This is our specialty. This is all we do. Give us a call, 1300 947 352. I look forward to helping you resolve your issue today.
Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road.